I'm Craig Heiser with Cardinal Gates, and today I'm going to show you about our expandable outdoor gate. This is a gate that's great for spans over 5 feet. So if you have our outdoor safety gate and a large extension, you can do about 60 inches with it, but a lot of stairwells are bigger than that, or patios or decks, and so this is a great option for anything over that. Everything in here is aluminum, so it'll weather the outdoors nicely. The gate itself, as well as the hardware on it, is stainless steel, so that'll work as well. So I'm not gonna assemble it, but I'm gonna walk you through all the parts because there's a lot to it. So if you order our expandable outdoor safety gate, you're gonna receive 2 large extensions, 1 gate, outdoor safety gate, and then you're also gonna receive a T-bar, and that T-bar will come with a hardware pack, and it'll come with this additional hinge bracket. So the way that you're going to start is this hinge bracket, and the instructions all note this. This hinge bracket comes out of the gate box. This is important because you'll see how this whole pattern here on the upper and the lower is different than the one that comes with the T-bar. And there's a reason for that, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So you've got the hinge bracket from the gate box. You're going to want to measure 6.5 inches up off the floor. Use a 1/8 inch pilot hole drill bit. Drill a hole. Then you're going to want to install, again, the instructions will show you all this. You're going to want to install your hinge bracket like so, and then screw it into the wall. And some of the screws that you'll use will come out of the hardware pack from the gate. And again, that'll be shown you as well. So these are the 2 screws you'd use. Or if you're going into masonry or brick, you're going to want to drill a hole and use a masonry anchor because these just won't work. So once that's secured in your wall, you'll want to build your fence, for lack of better words. What I mean by fence is we're going to connect 2 of the large extensions together. And it's probably easiest to actually put one of the extensions on the hinge rods. The way that works is you use these eye bolts, and these come in the T-bar hardware pack. Nuts and washers. And you're going to want to thread this into the upper and the lower of the T-nuts. So you'll see there's 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. The eye bolts go in the top and you go in the bottom. You don't need to put them in that far, maybe about 3/4 of an inch into the tubing, and you can really just hand tighten the nut because you do not want to over tighten it, because if you do, you can break the rivet nut, which is that item here. So that's pretty good right there. Just tighten it up by hand. Put in the second one, bottom. Nice thing about this is it's very modular. So if you have, this does, I think, about 85 inches max span, but if you need more, you can just buy more extensions and T-bars and keep going as far as you want. So now let's pretend that's on the wall. You've got this extension. You're going to want to secure that to the wall by using these shoulder washers. They just help kind of reduce any noise, metal on metal. The hinge bracket on the wall, and we're going to attach this first part of our fence to it by sliding the hinge rod through the eye bolts, through hinge bracket, and then you secure it with this key ring. There's a little hole down here, and just like you would keys of your car, you put that on there. So now you've got this first part of the fence set up. You'll take the other extension out of the box. It's going to come with an additional set of hardware, which you are not going to need. So we'll just put that down to the side. These would have come with the first extension. They are 1 1/4 inch, quarter 20 hex head bolts. And what you're going to do with this is connect this extension to this extension. that's all connected. So that's about 44 inches of span right there. Now I'm going to take this away and pretend that this is our full fence at this point, because I need more space here. Take your T-bar, and there's a hole in that, and there's a hole here, and you just slip that over the hole. You're then going to take the hinge bracket that came with the T-bar, and that one has the different hole pattern as the first one you used. That goes over the hole where the T-bar is and lines up with the upper hole in the extension. And once you've got that lined up, you'll take bolts. These are the 1/4, 20 by 1.25 inch washers, lock nuts, and then you're going to secure that hinge bracket. And then lock it in place with the lock nuts. Now that you've got that, you'll want to use the 2 wood screws that came in the hardware pack, and you will put those through the holes in the T-bar and secure that to your deck. And if you've got masonry or brick, you'll need to do some sort of drilling and then masonry anchor. But what then you've made now is a fence that is absolutely rock solid and rigid. So you've got your 44-inch fence made up of the 2 extensions, and you've secured the T-bar and the T-bar hinge bracket. Once you've done that, you hang the gate, the outdoor safety gate, just like you would if you were installing it in your house. So switch over then to the instructions that come in the gate. Works very much like you secured the extension over there. You've got your eye bolts, and all this hardware came with the gate. You see this is all stainless steel hardware. Great for outside. So this eye bolt, nut, and washer go in the upper and lower rivet nuts of the gate. And the hinge side of the gate, much like the extension over there, has 1, 2, 3 rivet nuts. Eye bolt goes in the top and the bottom. And like I mentioned over there, thread it in about 3/4 inch, hand tighten the nut with hand. And then taking your hinge rod and your shoulder washers, just like over there, you'll secure the gate to the end of this fence. So now you've got your fence, and the gate hinges and swings off of the fence, just like it would a wall in your house. And then the other side of the gate, just like you would attach the latch, hinge bracket goes on the wall. This is always up on the hinge bracket. This is always down. And then you're going to secure all this just like it says in the gate box hardware, and adjust it to the width you need. And you can get with this setup about 85 inches. And if you need more span, you buy more extensions, and for every 2 extensions you buy 1 more T-bar, and you can do pretty much any span you like. Hope this helps. Thank you.